I go.
Of course, I'm very supportive of the Climate Smart Irrigated Agriculture Project. My job is to help coordinate across different sectors, and that includes agriculture and water and forest, and also climate change and disaster risk management and some other sectors too. Now, the Climate Smart Irrigated Agriculture Project does exactly that. It helps farmers adapt to the changing climate that is affecting the agriculture sector. So it's quite important. Today, we visited an agriculture extension research station that is piloting and demonstrating different technologies and approaches that could help farmers do better with this more difficult environment that they find themselves in. So the rains are changing, the soil quality is under stress, water regimes are changing, water availability is changing. So the project is extremely important to help farmers manage their water resources, their soil resources, to get more out of the land and do it in a sustainable way than may have been done in the past.
What?
Well, of course, like any project, it has to be selective in who it works with. So most of the time, the projects that the World Bank finances goes through the government reaches out to the community has a process in place for participating in a project or making decisions on how to pursue their own development options, and so the project helps make that happen. So I don't know if there's any one key message, but the Climate Smart Irrigated Agriculture Project is establishing models that farmers can adopt and then implement those models on the ground. And it has to do with different ways of managing land and crops and livestock and water, and it has to do with different technologies that they can apply that might be more profitable and more resilient.
Yes. How do you?
Yeah, it seems like CSIAP is a very important project in the portfolio of agriculture financing that we are providing to the government of Sri Lanka. It's very key, it's forward-looking, and it's focused on the climate future that agriculture faces. Well, we think it's very good. It's a good project, and like any project, it needs to meet its targets to get a high rating, highly satisfactory rating, which is possible, but it requires everyone to work together. It requires a good partnership between the people involved in the project, the farmers involved in the project, the government of Sri Lanka, and the World Bank to make sure that the project meets its targets and executes according to plan. When that happens, this kind of project can attract more financing in the future. So, for example, we're talking today about how to bring in more financing to the agriculture sector, also other sectors, and part of that decision depends on how successful CSIAP is. meet you, and I'm very happy that the Director General of the National Planning Department is also on the call. In response to the request from the Ministry of Finance for potential financing from the World Bank for a new project on integrated rural